Alright, and welcome back to Blackness that you didn't edit out.
Well, I was originally planning on editing out, but then you spoke a bit too soon. But
No,
welcome
we'll
back
just
to
leave it
Kingdom
in. It's
Hearts.
great. We don't want to
Yeah.
edit too much for our fans.
No, of course not. They
don't-
have to get the full experience of playing this game, like
Yeah.
the long blackness that comes before you actually get into the game.
Yep.
That is, it is the darkness.
The door to darkness. Here it is. We found it at the beginning of this video.
It's right there in the title page. Anyway,
Oh wow, this game. This must have been a while ago. This is old Moogles.
oh yeah, yeah. Before they, actually, what do new Moogles look like? Oh yeah, they actually look like living
They're like
things.
regular Moogles, but more bishy, I guess.
More bishy Moogle? I don't get it. How do you make a Moogle bishy? Did you, like, give it, like, Sasuke hair?
Yes.
And make it all
exactly.
emo and stuff?
That's exactly what they were going for.
I'm gonna kill my brother, Kupo.
God, I haven't watched Naruto since I was 4 years old. Is Sasuke Naruto's brother? I don't know.
No. It's, you know, we're not gonna get into that. But anyway, right now what we do have actually is Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Ah,
from,
the much better Disney anime.
Yes, a Disney anime. But yeah, right now we're gonna stock up on potions and crap because we're gonna need a lot of those. No, actually, in this video we are gonna need to use a lot of them, mainly because I'm an idiot. But mostly because you actually do need to use, you know, potions and stuff. There is a mechanic, and we need potions.
Great.
Yes. So we're gonna exchange stuff from the.
Wow, you have to do this every time?
Yes, this is the full Kingdom Hearts experience. In Kingdom Hearts 2, it becomes so much easier, but until then, it's not.
This becomes easier, but everything else, especially the story, becomes worse. But we'll worry about that. Oh no! Don't waste those high potions. Kyrie gave those to us. They're very precious.
For collecting her food and logs. If we waste those, what kind of man are we? Anyway. Welcome to Rolling Around, the video game.
Great.
Yeah. But actually, postcards.
Yes, a cottage.
Cottages are awesome. Good lord.
Crap, we
when you're in the middle of like
stuff we will never use.
You know, stuff we might eventually use, but at least the cottage I know we will use at some point because I'm gonna waste too much magical power. I'm gonna get really hurt at some point, really late in the game, and I'm gonna need to do that.
Whoa. What's
whole
this?
Cottage thing, which by the way heals you up. This is the gummy ship world selection thing.
Oh boy, the gummy ship.
Yep.
Are we gonna do that right now?
We are gonna do this right now. This is the only time, by the way, we're going to watch the gummy ship in normal speed. Good.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the worst part of the game.
Yeah, probably. Probably. The gummy ship. You know, here's the thing. I honestly am not very pleased with the gummy ship in either game. But this game, actually, I liked it more in Kingdom Hearts 1. Like, everybody else thought it was an improvement in Kingdom Hearts 2, but I actually liked it more here.
I, even myself, have heard that it was much better in Kingdom Hearts 2, but I can tell you that in Kingdom Hearts 1, the gummy ship is the worst part.
Yeah. It's at least until you start getting other pieces, because you can build your own gummy ship, but until you get those pieces and just make
spoilers, you can build your own gummy ship, but you can only make a giant dick ship entirely out of engines so many times before it gets really old.
I didn't think it ever got old. I just made dick ships all the time.
I know how much you love making dick ships.
Damn it. Oh, and by the way, if we were to go into like the whole gummy garage thing where you can make your gummy ship, it would actually show that our ship is named Traveler. Period.
Great. Traveler question mark or period.
Yeah. For some reason, I was really stupid earlier on. When you destroy like rocks and crap and little green things appear, they give you more health, which you might expect from a green thing just flying out there. But I decided, no, I'm gonna go for the fancy ones that give me special that I can't even use yet. Ah, there we go. Much better.
Well, you know this is a no healing run. I mean, you never use potions.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. I keep on using plenty of potions.
Yeah, I don't remember it.
Oh, okay, well. If you don't want to remember it, that's fine, but... Oh dear, what's this? It's a thing. These are what worlds look like. If you were to actually go outside the atmosphere, the whole outer space thing is totally a hoax. This is what our world would look like.
Exactly what Earth looks like.
Yes.
There's Eiffel Tower.
Yeah. It would just have, you know, like the Empire State Building. Yeah, like you said, Eiffel Tower. The Great Wall of China would just be going all the way around it. That's how it works in the real world.
Just like in Civ 5. A much better game than this.
I do enjoy me some Civ 5. It is rather enjoyable.
So, this is the first of the worlds. The Disney worlds, anyway. The ones that matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
This was an interesting choice, this first world. I mean, I appreciate it because Alice in Wonderland, I think, would probably be one of the most interesting worlds. But it's honestly not the first thing I would think of when I thought, Disney-based worlds.
Yeah, it's not something you really see an incredible amount of, like, action in. You know, there are worlds where the movies had a lot of action, but Alice in Wonderland?
Well, not only that, I don't remember Alice in Wonderland as being a Disney thing. I remember the actual Alice in Wonderland book.
Actually, how was that, the book? Like,
it was...
Because I never saw... I mean, I never read the book.
So small.
It's interesting.
Oh, you're simply too
Okay.
big.
Did it have talking door handles there, too?
Must you be
If I remember correctly, it's been a very long time since I've read the book. Longer than since I've seen the movie.
Good night.
Wow.
Yeah.
You need a bit more.
With your infrequent Disney movie watching, that must be a long time.
Why don't you try the bottle?
Boy, I can't wait till we get to the Cars world, am I right?
Thank Jesus, that never happens. Spoiler alert, never, ever, ever.
Oh.
And hey, look, they're engaging in one of our favorite activities.
Shrinking and growing? Well, you know how much I love inflation.
Well, just drinking in general, man. I mean,
yeah, especially more drinking, but yeah, sure, why not?
Oh, and by the way, we're on the table! Yay! And now we get to fight the enemies that our new magic power does not affect.
Well, good thing we have it.
Yeah. Actually,
for validating that.
I'm actually going around the worlds in the order that, like, the battle level is. But if I had actually gone to a different world first, I actually would have had some magic to hit these guys with.
Oh, we actually have a choice? You could go to a different world first?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I just always remember doing this world first, so...
Yeah. There's actually only one thing that really changes, I think, in one of the places, if you decide to go to X world first. But we'll come to that when we eventually cross that particular bridge. But these enemies actually are Rhapsodies. These are red Rhapsodies. Rhapsodies
so is it all magic, or is it just like fire magic, which is the only one we happen to have right now?
Say that again, actually.
Is it all magic that they're like immune to, or is it only like fire magic? Or like what are they immune
there
to,
are.
Actually?
Well, actually, there are 4 kinds of Rhapsodies. We're only going to see the fire ones here. And by the way, fire at the very least is able to take down like any other enemy, basically, any other small enemy in one shot. So thank God for that. But there are 4 kinds of Rhapsodies. There's fire, ice, or cold, whatever the heck it is. Fire, ice, lightning, and also a healing one. And I forgot to do something when I was big, so we're going to do that. And each of them is immune to their different kinds of magic. Although actually, I'm not sure if the green Rhapsodies are actually immune to any kind of magic, or if they're just more resistant to it. It's been a little while since I played the game, so I need to like maybe go back to one of my save files and check that out.
You didn't even practice for this Let's Play? I thought this was a quality Let's Play.
Man, I've played this game so much that I don't exactly need to practice. It's just that, there every once in a while there's like a quirky little thing. Like, are the green Rhapsodies?
Court is now in session.
I'm on trial. But why?
Her Majesty, the Queen of Hearts, presiding.
This girl is the culprit. There's no doubt about it. And the reason is because I say so, that's why.
That is so unfair.
Well, have you anything to say in your defense?
Of course. I've done absolutely nothing wrong. You may be queen, but I'm afraid that doesn't give you the right to be so mean.
Silence! You dare defy me?
Hey guys, we should help her out.
We're outsiders, so wouldn't that be muddling? Oh, yeah. And that's against the rules.
The court finds the defendant guilty as charged for the crimes of assault and attempted theft of my heart. Off with her head!
No! Oh, please!
Hold it right there!
Who are you? How dare you interfere with my court?
Excuse me, but we know who the real culprit is.
Uh-huh. It's the Heartland.
Anyway, she's not the one you're looking for.
That's nonsense. Have you any proof?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. The people who are Disney Legion of Doom people are like the people who are kind of major bad guys, and the Queen of Hearts wasn't really a major villain in Alice in Wonderland. She was at the end, and sure, she was villainess, and we can go to the gummy ship if we want to, by the way, from this particular kind of save point. But she wasn't really. She was just more like a.
Can we just get in the gummy ship and leave? Can we just leave Alice here?
We could. We'll never be able to
just
finish
like
the game. But we
just
could.
like Shadow Complex. Oh, plenty of other fish in the sea, and then you just leave. It's another game you've never played. I don't even need to ask. It was a decent game, therefore you haven't played it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, I was too busy playing Majora's Mask over and over and over again. Anyway.
Who are you?
Another of my other things for the drinking game was going to be every time the Cheshire Cat just kind of appears, take a shot.
Which is all the time.
Yeah. You know, it's really weird that the Cheshire Cat, I remember I was talking to you about this earlier, the Cheshire Cat, even though he has all these lines, and fortunately the fact that he doesn't have, like, it voiced, darkness, I may decide after this to put the darkness counter in there for that, but it wasn't, like, voiced, and that's what I've been looking for so far, like, every time they actually say darkness. Because there are lots of these text things that will say darkness, and the counter would just go crazy.
Do it. I mean, why not? I mean, well, you're the one doing the darkness counter, so I don't actually have to do any work, so yeah, do it, man.
Alright, well, then that would be darkness counter 5.
Great.
At this point.
Oh, wow,
but, it's just
pretty powerful.
Yeah, it is. If you're just looking to take out a single small enemy, it's really nice, and there are going to be a lot of them in these woods. Fortunately, this is one of those areas where once you clear out enemies, they do not reappear unless a specific event is triggered.
Ever?
So...
Ever? They don't ever reappear ever, even if you leave the room and
come
back?
No. I mean, if you leave and come back, then yeah. Or do they keep on... Damn it, I can't remember. You know what, how about this? The guy who knows, like, everything about this game will just correct me after I'm done being
in the
wrong
thread,
about everything.
yes. Thank you, guy who knows everything.
He's pretty amazing.
You're much better than this guy I'm less playing with.
Yeah. Who am I to speak of things? I don't know, man. I just never really had much interest in coming back to this world. At the very least, I would come back a lot later in the game because enemies get stronger in all the worlds as you progress through the game.
Like
so,
I said, Alice in Wonderland, not the most obvious choice I'd have for a Disney World. I mean, if I had my say, it would be like Cool Runnings, maybe. Like a Cool Runnings world, or maybe an Air Bud world.
Air Bud.
That's what I think of. Yeah, Air Bud. That's what I think of when I think Disney.
When I think Disney, I always... What's the one... The one movie I could never really get out of my head was Dumbo, actually.
Oh, dear God, not Dumbo.
Yeah, Dumbo, man.
Wait, oh, sorry, never mind. I'm thinking of Operation Dumbo Drop. Was that a Disney movie?
I don't think so.
Well, thank God. Or unfortunately so, because that would make the best Disney World in Kingdom Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts. What is Dumbo Drop actually?
A terrible movie. Don't ever watch it.
Oh, okay. Well, now I need to watch it. You know me.
Well,
People said don't watch K-On! Don't watch K-On! What do?
I never said that, but yes, sure, why not?
You totally did. You were one of the many people who advised me against it.
Who never said that and had never watched it. Yes. Please don't associate me with it.
Anyways, so now I had a little bit of a confusion about what I was going to do. Basically, if you give these flowers items, that they appear like they're in your party, they will give you, like, things, or they will do something. Like, that one flower will make you big, and you actually need to be able to, become big in order to finish up, like, this area. Because there are a couple things you can only do at that size. So, okay, I got another one of the clues that we're supposed to be collecting. By the way, we're supposed to be collecting clues. We're totally playing a game.
Oh, yay, Dalmatians.
Yeah, man. But,
God,
anyway,
I hope
so
you get something really fucking good for getting all of them.
Actually,
I'm gonna be pretty
yes.
upset.
It's one of the better things to get, actually.
Here.
Anyways, we'll give this guy a potion and he'll make us bigger. Awesome. And this is what I kept on forgetting to do. You need to jump onto that stump. It's never really hinted at all that
mushroom,
well.
But okay.
No, it was a stump. The mushrooms are pretty much really well defined as mushrooms. The stumps, though, are, you know, wood. They look like wood.
This is a very important distinction for the canon.
Yeah. I mean, you need to know what a stump is. What if it is a mushroom? What if it is a mushroom of darkness and doors and shit? I don't know.
A darkness mushroom. Something Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, by the way, this is the one that's supposed to be tricky to get. And so we get our special prize.
Yeah, the Cheshire Cat.
Cheshire Cat.
Cheshire. Squall/Titus the cat. You remember when he was in that Final Fantasy game? Final Fantasy 12?
Oh wait, that's the wrong thing. Final Fantasy 12?
Yeah.
What about it?
He was in there, I think.
Final Fantasy 12 was the one that had, like... I was about to say airships, but then I remembered that a lot of Final Fantasies had
airships. That
airships.
one that had airships and Moogles and Chocobos?
Final Fantasy 12 was the one that had the really weird combat system, though, right?
Wasn't 12 the MMO, or was that 11?
That was 11. 11 and 14.
I played probably 5 minutes of 12. I appreciate what they were trying to do, they just didn't do it very well.
Yeah, I played a couple hours of it, and that was about it. I rented it out, and that was fun.
Well, when I said, like, 12 minutes, I meant, like, a few hours.
No, okay.
I still have it.
I wouldn't have blamed you for only playing 12 minutes of it, honestly.
What do you think this is, Final Fantasy 13? Heyo.
Oh, jeez. Final Fantasy 13. I actually bought that game. I thought it was going to be pretty cool.
I'm so sorry.
My money. Just gone. Anyway, now that we have our evidence...
now, you'll save all that money on not buying alcohol.
Yeah, that's true. My liver will thank me later. But check this out, man. This is like judicial, you know, awesomeness right here.
Just like Phoenix Wright, another crossover in this game.
Yep. You could actually just collect one piece of evidence if you really want to. But then you'd have only, you know, a 50-50 chance of finding one that is in your favor.
So you have to get as much evidence as possible.
Nah. I mean, if you really want to have an advantage in the next fight, sure.
So let's see. Chrono Trigger crossover, Phoenix Wright, Metal Gear Solid, Final Fantasy, Disney. We're just hitting, like, everything here.
Yeah, yeah. Next thing you know, it's going to be like, you know, they're crossing over,
let's see. Also crossing over.
Mad Magazine. There will be a Spy versus Spy world.
Wonderful.
There we go. I found a Mad Magazine, like, chilling out. Dang, that thing's really old, too.
Mad Magazine?
Anyway.
Are there still people alive that have read that? I mean, I know I've read it, but
me.
I think... Was I the only one?
You might be. I never see it in stores anymore. It's been like 5 or 6 years since I even read one.
I used to read it in my like grade school library.
What they had it in your grade school library? Wow.
Yeah. They used to carry it.
Okay. So, by the way, this is like a thing where the queen's being, you know, she's being a jerk, and we basically need to beat up their tower, their guard tower.
Oh yes, deep freeze, the ice one, the best one, shotgun ice. You got that from Chill Penguin.
This bitch here. By the way, if you want to get an advantage in this fight, besides picking your own evidence, because if you pick the queens, it'll say that Donald and Goofy are the ones who did it. She's just changing her mind about who she thinks did this thing all the time.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me if they did it, honestly.
Yeah. They are thugs. They walk around these woods stealing people's hearts, probably.
Well, I mean, they keep throwing up all those Crips signs. Crips for life.
They won't tell anybody about their secret organization, either. You're not supposed to talk to the Popos. And the queen is clearly an authority figure. We must defy her.
Yeah, oh god, she's gone.
Yeah, she gets herself lost. That's gonna happen quite a few times, actually. Just when it comes to like chicks from Disney, they're just kind of gonna kind of be there, and then they're gonna not be there because somebody steals them, whether you see them or not. But yeah, I had this whole strategy thing that I was gonna talk about with fighting the queen, but
then
you know what?
It probably wasn't important anyway.
Well, it's just a fun little thing. If you hit her, all the dudes that like have hearts, like the heart cards for their bodies, like start flipping out. They're like, "Oh my goodness, the queen!" Ah. So that gives you a small advantage. So if you really want to hit her, it actually helps. I didn't
even realize you could hurt the queen there.
Yeah, you can. You know, you know, it takes up a little bit more time. You'd honestly just be better off whacking at the tower thing there. It's pretty difficult to get killed there, even though you're swarmed by opponents that are really weak, and that thing like just explodes with magic power and health after you know, after you've killed a part of it, like one of the little turny things or something else like that. Yeah.
So what's this big beefy dude?
This is a large body, I think it's called. There's actually a little journal that you get that has the names of all the Heartless in it. So I will go through that. I think it's I'm pretty much sure it's called a large body though. And what it does is it's really lazy. Every once in a while it'll jump around, it'll throw itself at you. But once it gets to low health, it gets really angry and it starts actually like dashing after you and stuff, and it becomes slightly annoying. You can't hurt it very well. Like, you can hurt it, but you just kind of bounce off the front. You need to hit its backside in order to properly hurt.
Ah.
Yes. If you have block, it stops its run, too, which is extremely helpful, because then it also stuns it a little bit.
More of the fire enemies.
Yeah, that we can't really... Well, actually, now that we have our Blizzard, if they just kind of appear in a wall in front of us, if we hit Blizzard once, they'll just melt, they'll die, and we actually get tech points for hitting these opponents with their weakness.
Are the green ones weak to anything?
No. I'm fairly certain that they're not, and I know that I'm pretty sure that there actually is a kind of magic that they absorb. I think it might be electricity that they absorb.
Strange.
Yeah. I'm not sure why, but I think it's just because it's to make it a little bit more difficult, because, you know, Rhapsodies really like to swarm, so, you know, if they're swarming all around you, they're trying to heal their dudes. If you hit lightning, that'll kill a lot of really small opponents, and Rhapsodies are, you know, small opponents, so it's like, okay, this is a way to make it a little bit more difficult, you know. You're not just going to be able to hit lightning, which hits a whole bunch of opponents around you. We'll be getting that in the next world we go to, by the way. Thank goodness. I love that spell.
Well, thankfully, throwing that giant boulder into the painted-on swamp has raised these platforms for us that you apparently can't traverse.
I am horrible when it comes to jumping, man. Like, jumping puzzles in any game are, like, the #1 killer of me.
How many jumping puzzles are in the later games?
Not very many, but it's not very many, but still, it's just games in general. Like, it's like I said, if you had seen, oh my goodness, if you had seen my Kingdom Hearts LP, man, you should totally check that out. Just for the amount of times that I completely failed.
I am checking out your Kingdom Hearts LP. I'm watching it right now.
Did I say Kingdom Hearts?
Yes.
I meant Master Quest. Shoot.
Yeah, the
everything's
odds of
so
that
confused in my head.
Pretty slim.
What's up?
What? The odds of that happening are pretty slim.
Oh, but you get to watch me fail at jumping even more. It just happens all the time.
Well, it's happening right now. I don't need more of it.
I guess.
Well, it would be more of the same thing, just more cows and walls, apparently.
Yes, there are indeed cows and walls. Oh, by the way, yay, we get to take out more potions and crap.
No, KHI gave us those high potions.
Well, we gotta use them sometime. She would have wanted us to use them. And now I'm giving one to a flower. And it gave me crap.
Here's some bubbles, I guess.
Well, we did get a mega potion out of it. That's nice. It heals everybody in the party. So that's
what do the
good.
bubbles do exactly? As opposed to the, I don't know, colored balls or whatever you've been picking up?
The yellow ones are money, the green ones are health, and the orange bubbly, not the orange, the blue bubbly things are magic.
Ah, alright.
Yes. Yes, that is how you know. Oh yeah, and by the way, those little bars that are next to my magic meter right now actually count as like a charge towards another spell. If I were to use another spell right now, it would take away, depending on what the spell is, like certain spells obviously, as you might expect, take more magic power than others. And by jumping. So yeah, it will actually, it rolls over a bit. It rewards you for having full magical power. It's like, okay, take like another full few spells. It's pretty nice.
Ah, I remember this. Aren't we on the ceiling or some such?
We are on the wall right now, actually. And we're very small, so you could almost say that we're a fly on the wall.
Ah,
and
clever. Not really.
Aha, yes, I know. But Rhapsodies are... Oh, come on. Alright, so you see that we actually just took out a few people with that blizzard attack, or we knocked them back, and it's just really nice. Somebody actually did mention that the guy who knows everything about Kingdom Hearts did mention that Blizzard is like your #1 source of damage. That's completely true.
Ah, maybe you should put him in the OP, you know, just saying, since he's been doing all this work.
Yeah, it's true.
The one person who's watching this Let's Play. Thank you.
He's probably not even watching it. He's probably just going around. He's like, okay, well, they're in this world. This is what I need to talk about.
It wouldn't surprise me. Nobody's watching this. I bet you have to use fire on that candle. I was right.
Well, actually, it's even less like fire, more just like key stick magic. Like, just wave it in something's direction, and things happen. Boxes open. You know, candles light up. We get defense ups. Defense ups, by the way, there are certain things like, you know, defense, magic, I think magic, and attack up. All of these, as you might expect, just from the name, what they do is they permanently increase the stat that they are talking about in their name.
Ah, the teddy bear. That looks
we hit the teddy bear off of the shelf. We broke the shelf actually, and that for some reason makes a book appear. Book which we are actually not going to be able to, which I'm going to completely forget to gather.
Good
so
thing.
that's something. By the way, this picture, check that out.
And now we're in the painted world of Artorias.
Man, this is like one thing that I really like about this world. Just like the really weird ways you get around. That's pretty fun. So we could appease these plants. And you'll also notice that there is a white Triforce mark there. That's the last one that we get. But we're not going to do anything here just yet, because giving away an elixir at this point isn't really worth it, because elixirs, you know, we only have one. So their rarity makes them just...
But you get a piece of the Triforce. You said it was a Triforce mark, not a Trinity mark.
Did I really say that?
Yes.
Jeez, man.
I just can't get over my Manjuro's Mask Let's Play, or whatever.
It wasn't Majora's. Never mind. Anyway,
whatever.
So we're here.
They're all the same game. This game. This game is also a Zelda crossover. How could
Actually, I wouldn't be surprised if they decided to implement that in one of the Nintendo handheld games.
That's where you go after the cool
future.
Runnings World. You go to Hyrule.
The only thing is that like you would team up with Link, and you'd be like, "So Link, what are we gonna do right now?" And he'd just stare at you, and you'd stare back at him, and then somehow his words would get into your mind. They would kind of need to do that, I think. Otherwise, a whole bunch of Legend of Zelda people would be super salty about what Kingdom Hearts did.
You thought way too much about this.
I did?
Yes, more than I have. That's way too much.
I just kind of thought that up on the fly, man. By the way, the Mad Hatter and the rabbit. What's his name again?
The Cheshire Rabbit. Sure, why not?
Yeah. No, I just remember the Mad Hatter because there was actually a restaurant that I applied to at one point to work, and it was called the Mad Hatter. It's pretty cool.
There's a restaurant.
I didn't get the job.
Mad Hatter.
Yeah, it's down in D.C. Near DuPont Circle.
I've been to the Mad Greek. That's like the Mad Hatter, right?
Yeah, sure. Because you wear togas instead of hats.
Good. Don't go there.
Really? What was? Why? What kind of food did it have? Greek food?
Greek food, obviously.
Oh, look how smug they're looking. Look at the Mad Hatter. Dick.
Finally,
So, yeah.
you sit in the throne. Is that the right one?
Yes. No. So here's the way this room works, this particular area. You sit in the seats, and as you see, some of them give you presents. And the Mad Hatter and the Rabbit Dude look totally happy, and they're all like, "Yeah, sweet, you got a present, nice. Sit in another chair." But if you get into a fight, you need to leave this room and then re-enter in order to actually, get anything else. So,
can you just keep fighting enemies if you sit in the wrong chairs?
no. Once you sit in a chair, you cannot sit in it again. Yeah. So, you see, I just went really close to the throne, and nothing popped up. Can't sit there anymore. Yay! It's nice when you get presents, though, because
So
you
I
get
guess
things
you're
like...
gonna set the correct one last.
There is no correct one, actually. You can just completely ignore this room if you really want to.
Oh, I was gonna say, is the correct one always random? But apparently there is no correct one.
Nope, there's just this. You get presents.
So
like potions.
well, at least are the presents always the same, or is it different every time?
I'm pretty sure that the presents are always the same. And then when you finish the party, they're like super duper happy and stuff. But yeah, the presents I think are always the same in every game. I want to say yes, just because this is like something that's just
Donald,
it
Donald,
stays
get
the
out
same.
of the way. Come on.
Actually, you may have noticed that like when I was going to get that fourth box of evidence, I kind of stopped for a second. It was because Donald was in the way, and I wasn't entirely sure if I was going to be able to make the jump because, he was going to block my way, and then I might slide off, or I was like, okay, I guess I'm just going to try and jump over him, and I barely made it. But
that was certainly a thing I noticed while I was definitely paying attention.
Totally. You're like watching something completely different right now, aren't you?
Yeah, I've maybe closed this, then definitely on bluedudes.com.
No, but so sometimes I really do kind of wish you could get rid of the companions. Fortunately, there is one point in the game where we can be rid of them. So it's going to take a little while for us to get to that, but we are going to be able to do
solo
that.
run, 360 no scope.
I wish, man. Like, that would make this even more fun because, honestly, these guys are really helpful. If you just, like, stock up on potions with Goofy, it's extremely helpful. He'll use those potions when you really need them. You don't really even need to think about it. But
can you get the Cheshire Cat on your team?
Nah,
he definitely looks a lot cooler than Donald and Goofy.
I don't know, man. Donald, have you seen his hat?
It does have a lot of zippers.
Look at them struggling to get up. Wait, whoa. Donald, how'd you get over here?
So have I talked about the Final Fantasy X this game crossover at all? How they sync up?
They don't?
Was that it? No, listen. So this game, it's got a lot of zippers.
Okay.
I mean, look at Donald's hat. A lot of zippers. You look at Final Fantasy X, it's got a lot of belts. Look at Lulu's dress, a lot of belts. If you play both at the same time, they definitely sync up. It's like Dark Side of the Moon and The Wizard of Oz. It syncs up. Playing both at the same time. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, they did both come out about the same time.
Did they?
Yeah, I believe so, if I'm remembering correctly. Then again, I don't remember anything correctly, apparently, especially about this game.
No, well. I actually didn't really think about it like that. That would explain why there's that Final Fantasy X presence before they realized how much people hated Final Fantasy X.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's the first Final Fantasy game.
I think people actually remember it pretty fondly. Even though they're wrong, but...
I don't know. Final Fantasy X is the first Final Fantasy game that I hear a serious amount of hate for, like, overall. You know, like, a few people are like, oh, you know, it had a good battle system. Don't, you know, don't bash on it too much. But overall, that game was just... It was a dream, man. Everything was a dream.
I believe that honor is held by Final Fantasy VIII.
What, like worst Final Fantasy game?
The one that people don't really like. The drawing system. You have expressed such concerns over the game.
I have expressed concern over it, and I have friends. I actually do have one friend who flippin' loves that game and loves to just kind of draw magic for hours. I don't understand why.
Is it me?
No.
Oh.
You know Jake.
Oh, yes. Yes, I do.
By the way, welcome to like the most boring boss fight of the game. It's so boring that I've sped it up for you.
Thank you. Well, you should have at least kept it slow for the first... No, you shouldn't have. No, you did the right choice.
No, this fight is still going to take like 4 minutes to complete, even on double speed.
Well, you hit him twice and then you spend 20 minutes jumping at a chair.
Well, yeah, you know, here's the thing. You know, you want to hit this guy. Like, his name is a Trick Master or something. And he usually has a couple of cool things that he does. Like, you know, he'll go over to the stove over there and he'll light his batons on fire. But this time, no. He was not having any of that. He was all like, oh, you know, I'm just going to chill out. I know this is supposed to be expert mode, but no. So,
well, thankfully you edited all that in after we did the commentation. Right?
Edited what?
All of his abilities that you spent hours gathering. That's how long it takes.
No, even then he's not a very interesting opponent. The most interesting thing about him is that if he does actually light his batons on fire, which this is actually the first time
Oh my god, I just noticed he had a health bar and it's gone nowhere. Yes, thank you for speeding
Here's
this
the
up.
thing. Here's the thing. In this game, you have... there will be bosses that have, like, various health bars, basically. What happens is this. The green one actually had a yellow health bar on top of it. And actually there are some opponents who have so many health bars that they're invisible. Like there is one specific opponent that I know who has like I think 3 invisible health bars. So that's how this game works. It's beautiful. Yeah. But the really only interesting thing about this fight, I guess, is that if you did get Blizzard from the Cheshire Cat, you can actually use Blizzard to put out the fire on his batons if he actually did that thing. The best way to damage him is also with Blizzard, so it's a very good thing to have.
Oh, it seems like you're doing a lot of nothing but hitting him in the shins.
Unfortunately, yes, I am, and hitting him in the shins just kind of blocks off. You kind of need to hit him in the crotch.
Ah.
Yep.
Like most bosses in this game.
Yeah. Most bosses are pretty big, but we got him.
What a racket. How's a doorknob to get any sleep?
So anyway, this reveals something else about the game. There are keyholes in every single world that you need to close. Like there's a big one in every single world that like closes the
the Kingdom Heart.
We're going to hear about it later, but the way that we talk over cutscenes, it might be good to kind of give a little of an explanation of it right now. Basically, the doors, like the one that we saw on our own Destiny Islands, they're like the doors to the hearts of the world, and by shutting them, we make it so that what happened to our world can't happen to other worlds.
I was really hoping that when you started talking, it would start a cutscene, so that would be cut out also, but unfortunately, no.
I am really feeling the love today. Wow. Anyway, that's the end of this video. What did you learn today, Sybaris?
I learned that you should always look for the giant keyhole for worlds inside of a giant doorknob, you know, where they belong.
I learned that sometimes boss fights are better just completely cut out of the video because they're that boring.
Yeah.
That was just a terrible boss.
Just like the first few minutes of this video.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll see you guys next time.
Later.
Have a good week.